As we gear up to go for the final race of Season 2 of WRA and the final race of F1 2020 is lights out, and away we go. The two Red Bulls lock out the front row, and Melvin on the inside losing position straight away to Manel, who goes round the outside at turn 2. And through the apex of turn 3 we go. It's Avesta from Manel, then sets in Melvin and King Enzo and Leroy going wheel to wheel there. King Enzo taps him round, and Leroy has collected Jonah as well, and now the Alfa Romeo has damage to his front wing. As we head down the straight for the first time, we ride on board with Juan right in the slipstream of the Alfa Romeo in front, and there's no DRS at this point. The DRS gets activated on lap 3. It's that big old letterbox in the rear wing. Down the inside goes Juan. That was a late move, and he gets that place. And now the two Alfa Romeos going wheel to wheel. They make some contact, and the other Alfa Romeo is sent into the barrier. And now they both have damage on the first lap. Oh no, and Lewis is off and into the wall and has lost his front wing as well. Down the inside goes Juan. He's on a charge at this point. Oh no, and again, Lewis spinning around, very reminiscent of Samuel. If you remember a few months ago in DRS, he did the exact same thing, and history certainly does repeat itself at Abu Dhabi. Into the pits for the second time under the safety car comes Dominic. He switched under a set of hard compound tires. Now he pits again for medium compound tires and gets released back out into the pit lane and onto the track. Safety car coming in this lap. Avesta gearing up to go. Melvin sets in second place, but he's passed Avesta. Very, very strange there. The two teammates swapping positions. I'm certain that Melvin has to give that place back. Does Melvin? Well, I'm sure you can get a penalty for that, as now we can get racing for proper here in Abu Dhabi. It's green flags. Avesta second place to Melvin, who leads into turn 2, and King Enzo is ahead of Juan, who gets past, blazed him as well, and Lewis is out. No surprise there. And as we head through the chicane for the first time after this safety car ends, the two teammates now going wheel to wheel, and the pole man gets back ahead of his teammate, and now his teammate Melvin is under massive pressure from the racing point behind, and Manel will not give us up this position without a fight. Down the inside goes Juan on the Renault. What a move that was, but he can't get it done. And now wheel to wheel down the straight. Manel has the speed advantage on Melvin. Neither of them have DRS because it's not 3 laps after the safety car. Into the braking zone on the inside. Manel gets ahead. Oh, that's a massive snap of oversteer, and Melvin is off, bouncing over the curbs and flies into the barrier rear first. And he's lucky that this isn't F1 2020, because if it was, that rear wing would be in tatters. He's got the slipstream down the straight, and he's got that speed advantage, and he gets ahead way before the braking zone. Oh no, an Eckford Guest has spun around, and no damage is done except for tires. Into the pits comes Melvin from last place. He goes on to hards. Down the straight, and he's got that speed advantage, and that looks like a very easy move for Jonah, and it is. And Blaze Tim did tap him in the rear a little bit, though. Oh no! Manel is out! Manel has crashed, and the only man seemingly to be able to fight Avesta is now out of the race and ends his race in the barriers. Oh no, Avesta spun, and Avesta loses the place to King Enzo. Oh dearie me, and King Enzo gives that position back to Avesta. Very strange there. I don't think that King Enzo had to, but he clearly did. Down the straight now, has that mistake around the final corner, messed Avesta's race up. It certainly has taken an effect as King Enzo takes the lead. Avesta now really not wanting to give this lead up to King Enzo. Down the inside he goes, and he gets past King Enzo. powerless to defend against Avesta. Now through the chicane on the exit, big snap of oversteer for Avesta, and these mistakes are starting to creep in and really taking a toll on Avesta's race. King Enzo back into first. DRS down the straight, Jonah G gets past the Mercedes into the braking zone. He brakes latest, and he is ahead of Juan. Juan, though, really gets a great exit. Now he's right up the rear and practically bump drafting him now. This isn't NASCAR, this is Formula One as they go wheel to wheel into the next braking zone, and Juan is ahead of Jonah. Into the pits comes Juan for a set of medium compound tires and goes and changes his front wing as well. Into the pits comes Avesta, and he pulls the trigger first to prevent the undercut threat from King Enzo. Here we go. This is going to be a nice battle. Down the inside goes Joe and also Juan. Juan can't get that move done on Tim, but Joe does get past Melvin. Now they go wheel to wheel down the straight. You can barely fit a piece of paper between these two drivers. Down the inside goes Juan, and finally he gets past Blaze Tim unlike last time. Oh, he's lost it, and he's going to hit the wall, and he has, and now he's got big damage to his front wing. He loses the place to Tim. He may lose out to Joe as well, who goes down the inside at the final corner, and now he's got a penalty for cutting the final corner as they go wheel to wheel down the straight. Has that mistake really cost Juan? It certainly has. Round the outside he goes, big zap of oversteer, and he goes off the track, and big damage to Juan's front wing. We've got a virtual safety car as everything now slows down. Eckford Guest has crashed, and he is out in the third sector. Through the apex of the third sector. Oh dear. And it's Melvin again, spinning around, really struggling today, and really struggling on race day on those hard compound tires. Down the inside he goes, wheel to wheel. Two medium compound runners, and Blaze Tim just ahead. And that looks like Dominic struggling a bit. And now they're still going to go wheel to wheel. An astonishing wheel-to-wheel action. Joe around the outside of Blaze Tim, who brakes latest. As he goes into the next corner, down the inside he goes. Oh no, he's been tapped around. And Joe has been spun around by Tim. Into the pits again comes Juan for another change of tires and another front wing. Down the inside, that was really late braking, and Dominic should change his PSN to domination. That was absolutely superb from Dominic in the Mercedes. Blaze Tim gets a good exit though. Can he catch Dominic? I don't think that he will be able to, and no, he is not. As we ride on board with Leroy, and now we ride on board with Blaze Tim. He can't go for a move there. That's way too tight, and it is, and that is why he made contact with Dominic ahead, who struggles there on the exit, and Blaze Tim is ahead of Dominic. Down the straight, Leroy, that mistake really cost Dominic, as now he's under pressure from the Williams behind, who brakes latest. Down the inside he goes, and he gets ahead of the Mercedes driver. That looked like an easy move. Leroy is on an absolute charge, but he makes contact there, and Blaze Tim, really big contact there. Down the inside he goes though, and that doesn't stop him from going wheel to wheel with Tim. But Tim just stays ahead. Massively defensive moves from Tim, and that is super racing now. This will certainly not be an easy move for Leroy, as he now goes to the right hand side. Around the outside he tries it. Blaze Tim still stuck in now, but Blaze Tim will have to secede. Look at the slipstream in DRS. Down the inside he goes. No, he can't. He misses his braking zone by a bunch of yards, and that may have been his last chance. History repeats itself here in Abu Dhabi, just as Max Verstappen did. Pull to victory. Avesta does the exact same, and he caps off his season with fireworks and flames. Avesta gives Red Bull the win, and while his teammate finishes last, Avesta certainly succeeded today. What a race that was. Avesta came out on top, and he shows why he's one of the best drivers in WRA at the moment. He gives Red Bull a super victory. Wow, that was absolutely super. Dominic gets driver of the day. He had a very, very fantastic race. Pit many times, but certainly made that strategy work as they all come out onto the podium for the final time on F1 2020. I hope you all enjoyed this season of WRA. We certainly did, and we will see you in F1 2021. Goodbye. The man that started first finishes first. Avesta wins from King Enzo, Jonan G, Leroy, Tim. Great battles from Tim today. Very defensive work from him. Then comes Dominic Juan, who lost his front wing countless number of times. Then comes the Alfa Romeo, who picked up damage on the first lap. Then comes Melvin, Eckford Guest, and Manel and Lewis.